Here are some helpful tips on creating your Picasso face. This video is just for the drawing portion of the project. So be sure to check out the references of the facial features that you could use to inspire you on Google Classroom. So that's where these came from. And you're going to practice those and possibly practice a face too, so that you can decide how you want to organize the parts of your face and which ones might work best for you. Make sure that you're drawing very big. So in comparison to my hand, a lot of these are very large. The reason why is because when we move to our original paper, we're going to need the spaces large so that we can trace with oil pastel and then finally add paint in the small areas. So if you're drawing very teeny tiny, you're going to run into some problems. So you may even want to practice using oil pastel on some of your sketches to see if it's going to work when you're tracing on your final drawing, or just do your drawings with oil pastel so you're not drawing too small. When you've worked out your kinks of your drawing, then you're ready to start on your final sheet of paper. Remember your name and teacher code on the back of your paper with a pencil. I prefer to have my paper portrait style, but if you would like to turn it, that's okay too. Hopefully when you're on your final drawing, you have kind of worked out how you intend to draw this. I like to start by drawing the head shape first, but maybe you want to start with a facial feature first. It's entirely up to you. It could be the side of the face, or it could be the face looking straight on, or a little bit of both, because we learned about cubism and often you do see that. So I like to start by drawing kind of a big oval shape, and it doesn't have to be perfect. It can be kind of odd shaped, because cubism is much like that. So after I add that, I like to kind of divide my face with my nose kind of first. So I'm going to refer to my sketch that I made and kind of mimic that as close as I can. And I want my nose to be a little pointier than in here, so I'm going to look at my drawing as I go. And I'm going to draw a line that comes down, make my kind of pointy nose, and then my wobbly line. I'm going to stop because I want to add the lips. So the lips were kind of like a V shape, and so it looks like a little set of mountains. And I'm still drawing super big. I don't want to draw too small. And a little kind of like almond shape. And then I continue my line going down, and I'm looking at my nose reference, and there's a little line here and a little circle for the other side of the nose. And then I'm going to start adding my eyes and the rest of my face. So there's really not any right or wrong to this. Just make sure that you're drawing very large, and definitely check out those helpers on Google Classroom and any Picasso references that can help inspire you. When you add your hair, I highly recommend that you do kind of a shape instead of individual little hairs, because you'll be painting around them. So it's much easier to paint inside of a shape versus around some skinny little lines. And whatever remaining space you have down here, add some lines for a neck. And you might want to make sure that it's a few fingers wide so you don't have a skinny, skinny little neck. Or maybe that's what you want. That's okay too. And then finally, after I have my face on here, I just add some lines going from the face all the way off the edge to divide my background into different shapes. When you have completed your drawing and it's very large, all the areas are very, very large, then take a black pastel and carefully trace everything. If you smear a little, it's okay, because we will be adding paint in between all these little areas. So do your best not to, but if you do a little bit, no big deal. Get as far as you can on your drawing today, and then place it in your table folder for next time.